Hi there everybody, Dr. Steve here with Kinesi, and today we're going to do a radial nerve gliding. And so this is the radial nerve that comes down kind of the back of the arm and feeds into kind of the back of the thumb, the finger. So sometimes there's some numbness and tingling that you might get in the index finger, the thumb, and kind of the back of the arm, or very often it also goes through the lateral elbow, so like a tennis elbow type of situation. This radial nerve gliding can be great for all of those types of conditions. But what you're going to do is start with your hand down by your side and bend the wrist back. And so you're bending your wrist into flexion, but it's making your palm come up. So this is kind of like you're trying to get the sneaky tip from somebody behind you type of thing. But you have your wrist bent in that position, and then you gradually, or you slowly bring your arm up out to the side. Now normal is feeling kind of a deep stretch, and that's where we're putting that nerve on tension. We're stretching the nerve. You don't want to go so high that you're causing any pain. Feeling a little bit of that tension is okay, but again, we don't want to be making things hurt or numb and tingly and miserable. So then in this position, what you're going to do is tip your head over to the side so the ear goes towards your shoulder on that side. And what we're doing is we're putting slack on the nerve at the neck end while the wrist is tensioning the nerve. And then we're going to bring the wrist forward and straighten the head at the same time. So now we're putting more tension on the neck end and putting slack on the nerve end. And then we're going to go back and forth in this nerve gliding motion where you're tipping your head towards that wrist as it bends. So the head and the wrist bend together, the head and the wrist straighten together. So that's one side. Now this is particularly good to do if you catch this early. When you first feel the start of some symptoms, this is more effective at helping chase it away. So that's one side, but you can get even some other bang for your buck where you're working kind of the brachial plexus on both sides. The brachial plexus is the weave of nerves coming out of the neck that feed into all the nerves going down the arms. So if you do both arms at the same time, what's going to happen is you'll tip your head over to one side, straighten the other, and then you're doing a little dance with your head and your wrists going back and forth. So you tip over to the side that you're bending, you straighten the other wrist, and then you alternate back and forth. That's gliding the radial nerves, but it's also getting into the brachial plexus. So have fun with that one, everybody.